Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I am 26 weeks pregnant today. I can't believe time has flown by so fast. I really wanted to document this pregnancy since it's probably my last right from the beginning, and it just hasn't happened. So this is like my next update. My last video was a gender reveal. If you haven't watched that, I'll go ahead and put a link. We were super excited to find out. So if you're joining me for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So let's just get right into it. I'm pregnant with baby number 7. I still can't believe it. It seems like a lot. Probably because it is. So right from the beginning, I had nausea. I didn't throw up a whole lot this pregnancy, but I was pretty sick. Not as bad as my last one. I generally am not as sick with my girls as I am with my boys. I have 3 girls and 3 boys, so this is our tiebreaker. And so I kind of had a inkling that this pregnancy was a girl, just the way that it was going, because I wasn't as sick. So that was good. It was also my first trimester was through the summer, which was super busy. We had lots of family come out and visit, and we were just kind of on the go all the time, which was both like hard and good because I didn't really get to rest. I probably would have rested a lot more in the beginning, but it really got me out and got me doing things, and I feel like it flew by really fast. And so that was nice that my first trimester was just gone like that. Threw up a few times, and a little bit of like dizziness, tiredness, but we were so busy too. It's hard to say what was just from like everything we were doing, what was going on in our lives, and what was like pregnancy related. One thing that I did have a lot in my first trimester was I had a lot of cramping in my stomach. It was like everything just felt super tight. Like I just felt like it was squishing really, really tight. And I normally don't feel that until like later in my pregnancy. So that was kind of different. I'd never really experienced that. And then when I went to my midwife appointment, she said, "Are you drinking enough water?" I was like, oh, well, it is summertime, and we've been out a lot, and I tend to not drink as much when I'm out as when I'm at home. So I just started making a conscious effort to drink more water, and that actually did go away. And it was pretty much every evening. So it would be like after I ate dinner, my stomach would just like cramp. And so your digestive system slows down when you're pregnant, and especially like in the beginning when there's a lot of hormones. And so drinking lots of water really helps to move things along and not feel like so tight and crampy. So that really did help me a lot. The other thing was like right at the last, I believe it was week 13. It was like right at the end. There is a police car pulling up. I don't know if they're gonna get out. If they're coming to my house. Okay, a police car just pulled up in front of my house. Well, anyway, so where was I? Okay, so the police officer just came to my house, and apparently we still have deer carcasses by the shop, which is like there's a back alley to our house, and I guess somebody called and complained. So sorry, I didn't even know they were still there. Guess we better deal with that from hunting. So anyway, that's exciting. So beginning my pregnancy, bit of nausea, bit of pain, like cramping, some bloating, and just like no motivation to do anything, which was kind of normal for me in the beginning of pregnancy. My last pregnancy, I kind of had that like quite a bit longer, but I was also sick like into like 18 weeks. I was only sick this time for about up to 14 weeks. It kind of eased off. But yeah, just especially that's another reason why I haven't really done any videos. I just have no desire to like do any filming or even just going on social media and looking at stuff just like made my nausea worse. So like doing anything to do with the screens was just not pleasant. So that was another reason why I didn't really do anything. And then near the end of my first trimester, I had some bleeding. And I was a little bit worried because I had some bleeding my last pregnancy, and they didn't really find out what it was. It was either just like a tear, it's a chorionic hemorrhage, so just like a tear in my uterus where some like blood had pooled, or they said it could have been from an undeveloped twin, which would have been like super early on. And so, anyways, then I had some bleeding again this time, and it was for a couple days, which the other bleeding was like just like 24 hours ish, but it was like major cramping, like I thought I was miscarrying. And this wasn't like that. There was just like some mild cramping and very like small amount of blood. And so I wasn't too worried about it, but I did have my ultrasound like a week after that, or a couple weeks after that. And so, I don't know, they didn't say anything about it. Everything on my ultrasound looked good. Baby looked good. Yeah, there wasn't any issues. So I don't really know what that bleeding was from. It kind of just sometimes happens early in pregnancy or throughout pregnancy. But yeah, it wasn't a big deal. But it was a little bit scary. So I've just been like super busy with Christmas stuff. And that's been taking up a lot of my like time and energy. And we like to do some homemade gifts, as well as store-bought. And so I'm making all my kids presents and then making some for other family members. And I also really wanted like a more natural looking tree this year. So I ordered some beads, just like wooden beads, and we made garland. My husband actually did most of it. And then I helped with that, did some burlap, and then I learned how to do macrame, which has been super fun. And so I made a few macrame ornaments to put on there, and I just love our tree this year. I just feel like it's really like homemade, natural looking. Yeah, it's just really pretty. We got our tree out in the hills. You can cut down trees out here, and so we got a tree. It's not super big, but we kind of have a small living room anyway, so it's perfect for our space. So this pregnancy has just flown by so fast. I can't believe I'm already in week 26. So the second trimester, I've actually been feeling really good. I've had more energy and motivation to do things. I had some like hip pain, pelvis pain a little bit at the beginning of my pregnancy. And so I went to the chiropractor fairly early on, and she loosened the ligaments and like aligned my pelvis because like one side was higher than the other. And it has totally helped. And I haven't really had any hip pain like at all. And that's pretty amazing. Like for baby number 7, like my last baby, I felt like I was falling apart like the whole time I felt like my body was falling apart, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this again. My body is just like falling apart, and just not comfortable. And I just haven't really felt any of that, and I've been super grateful that this has gone so much better. So yeah, I haven't really had any hip pain. I'm sure it'll start to come, but hopefully with like chiropractic that it can help with that. And I haven't really exercised this pregnancy either, which is something I really wanted to do. So I am going to start walking and yoga. I really wanted to do like walking, yoga, and weights. But I'm like, if I just start with walking, then hopefully it will like make me feel a bit more energized and get me into the other stuff. 1 week left of this trimester, and I am starting to feel more tired this last week. And so I feel like my energy is starting to go away a bit. I also haven't been sleeping that great too, just with my kids, not any of my own issues. And oh, that was another thing. My first trimester, I slept so good, which I don't ever remember having that. Like, I feel like as soon as I'm pregnant, I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning every single night, and I have to go to the bathroom. And I just like would just sleep so well. Maybe it was because we were so busy, but yeah, I just slept really well my first trimester, which was awesome. And it's, yeah, these last few weeks haven't been too bad, but just like I'm starting to feel more tired. I have been taking red raspberry leaf tea right from the beginning, even, and like before I was pregnant. I started doing that with like my fifth. I started doing that right before I got pregnant with my fifth baby, and it has just been so amazing. I had like really bad acne all growing up, and my skin, yeah, was just always bad. And once I started drinking that, my skin started clearing up. Within a week, it started clearing up. And I also used to have really bad period cramps and like heavy periods and irregular. And when I started drinking that, my periods started regulating, and they weren't as heavy and they weren't as painful. And it really helps like prepare your uterus for like if you're going to get pregnant. It just balances your hormones. So anything that's hormone related imbalance, it will help with. And so obviously I was really out of balance, and it just really helped a lot. And so I continued taking it because I knew I was planning to get pregnant. And some people say like if you have issues with miscarriage, like you shouldn't take it, you shouldn't drink it in the beginning, only drink it at the end. I haven't had any issues with drinking it, and I've done like a ton of other research that contradicts that as well and says that it's totally fine. I don't know. It basically it strengthens your uterus. Anyway, I've been totally fine, and I've drank it with my last 3 pregnancies all the way through, and it's been great. I don't know if I've been as consistent as I have this time though. Like I drink it every morning really faithfully, and it's just like, it's very soothing. And sometimes I drink it with yerba mate, which is gives me energy. But I've been trying not to have that. It does have some caffeine in it, and so I've been trying to not have that as much, only if I feel like I really need it. I've also been really trying to up my magnesium intake. My last couple kids have had some teeth issues, like their teeth just haven't been strong. And so I'm pretty worried about this baby that I'm going to have similar things. I know I'm so depleted in magnesium, probably vitamin D as well. And so I've been trying to up my intake with those. But the teeth develop actually like between like 6 and 10 weeks in the womb. So it's like right when I'm sick. And I wasn't taking my vitamins as much then, but I was still trying to at least just take magnesium. So anyway, that's been something that I have been trying to do more. Started seeing an acupuncturist in town, and she's just been like mostly working on my digestion and liver and just like different organs in my body, just trying to bring balance to them. And I think it's really been helping. I have felt I felt like my digestive system has been working better. So that's been kind of cool. I was supposed to have an appointment today, but I'm also getting a massage, and she said that would probably be a little bit too much to do that all in one day. So I'm super excited to be getting a massage. I haven't had a massage since like right when I found out I was pregnant, and it was the Thai massage, which was amazing. But yeah, this is just gonna be regular massage. I felt the baby move for the first time around 18 weeks, which is kind of later for me. Normally I feel it like 15, 16 weeks, just with having more babies. And so I kind of thought, oh, maybe the placenta's on the front and that's why I'm not feeling as much, but it's not. It's at the back. So I have no idea why I didn't feel her moving. And when I had my ultrasound, the technician was just like, this baby is moving so much. And she was having trouble finding, following her because she was just moving around so much. And also when I've gone to the midwife this last time when they were checking for the heartbeat, she was having a hard time trying to like find her because she kept moving around too. And so she was moving lots, but I just didn't really feel it for some reason. I guess there's probably a lot more room in there. So I'm just not feeling it as much. But the last like few weeks, I have been feeling her move a ton, and she is very active. My last baby was my most active baby in the womb, and he's a pretty active child. I wouldn't say he's not like crazy energy, but he just is always moving and always doing stuff, but not really like hyper. So I kind of feel like she's going to be the same, just like lots of energy, and just constantly moving. That's kind of the feel I'm getting from her. My kids are all really excited. So my youngest, Henry, he's almost 2, and he is obsessed with my tummy. Every night when I put him to bed or for his nap, always wants to put his feet on my tummy, and now sometimes he's turned around and he'll like lay on my tummy like a pillow, and he just like always wants to be close to my belly and says hi to the baby and stuff. I don't know how much he understands, but it's just really cute to see how attached he is to it already. I don't know what's gonna happen when the baby comes out. It might be a little bit confusing. Here's my 26-week baby bump. I still have 3 months to go. How is this going to fit? It's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever been this big, this early. But she get the baby 97, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else. Thank you for following along on this journey with me. I will hopefully get some more updates sooner, not let it go so long. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.